good, man. It's hot. It's hot.
Sweaty.
It's nice though.
Yeah.
Antwerp is beautiful.
You've been to Antwerp quite a few times. What's your best memory of it?
Well, we record a lot in Brussels, and I came to Antwerp once before, 2 years ago. I had a few days off, and I came to visit on my own. And I so happened to walk by a poster, and it said Iggy Pop, Thurston Moore playing tomorrow. I think it was the next day. So I managed to get tickets, and I went to this beautiful little festival, tiny little place, and watched them play, and I just had the best night. It was during the Gay Pride weekend as well, so everything was going off, and and I just thought it was a magical place, man. Yeah. Magical place.
So you're coming back?
I'm so happy to be
Not
here.
even work-wise, maybe?
That's it. To say I'm here working is, that's a nice thing.
Nice. How do you like your tent?
I love it.
Apart from it's hot.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
How do you like playing for like an intimate band of people, like an intimate set?
It's nice. You can hear what's going on, But a lot of the time we're playing on stages, bigger stages, and I'm just hoping it sounds good, I think I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing here. But no, it's nice. You can hear everything. You can see people's faces. It's obviously, I think, what people do it for. These moments. These are the best.
Do you miss playing intimate sets now you're doing the big festivals and the headline shows?
We can, it's great to have big crowds to play for. And if you want to do these kind of shows, all you have to do is do them. It's not like it's impossible. It's like I said, it's a privilege to have more people to play to and have that, well, whatever you say, issue or whatever.
Yeah,
it's a pleasure.
Yeah, but I saw you play in Utrecht 2 years ago. It was like a tiny show, 200 people, and in one kind of way, I saw the pleasure on your face playing for an intimate crowd.
That was right at the start before we started touring, so that was probably
that was why.
Okay.
You're in the middle of a European tour. It's quite busy. When you're touring right now, does it feel like you're getting more into the groove, or the other way around, it's getting more exhausting?
It's exciting to be in the places that we are. Like, for the reasons that I said, we get to, if we're lucky, we get some time in between the shows and to walk around and hang out together. Yeah, it's nothing. It's just a real treat to do. It has its moments, but I'm not complaining about nothing.
No, we're not complaining as well.
No,
right?
at all. Thank you for making it happen.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Paolo, do you know whose birthday it is? This Monday, 1st of July.
Should I?
I think you should.
Whose birthday?
It's last night in Bittersweet.
Oh, Jesus.
It turns 2 on Monday.
It turns 2.
Congratulations on that. So happy birthday.
So that must have been just about when I can't remember exactly when it was that I was last here, but we'd probably, we'd probably finished off some stuff. It was in that same year, it was.
But you don't celebrate album birthdays.
Now that's one thing I don't have time to think about.
Does it feel like 2 years already after the release?
Yes and no. We've been a lot of places. I still think we were kind of ready to go and start on. I'm kind of writing all the time, so there's not really a start and an end point when making a record. But you sort of say, right, I'm going to shut everything else off. I'm going to focus on trying to finish it. And just before we did that, I thought, well, there's places we haven't been. There's some places I would like to go. So we got 2 months together of those kind of shows. Went to Scandinavia. We played our first show in Morocco. We're going back to Romania, Croatia, places where we don't play to too many people, and hopefully we can come back and play to some more people next time. So yeah.
Personally, I think it's one of the best albums of recent years. I really mean that, and I think a lot of people here think the same. So thank you for being a part of the soundtrack of my life in the last 2 years.
Thank you.
How big is your love for this album?
Look, the thing I love the most is having an idea and then sort of, bringing it out. Have it from the little idea in my head to hearing it back the way I wanted it to be. I think on this album, I've managed to do that better than any other time, and hopefully it's going to be more so in the future. So, for that reason, it means a lot. Yeah.
Would you say it's your most diverse record yet?
I don't know, man.
Like there's some soul, there's some indie rock, there's some.
The second album was a little bit. The second album was all over the place. But why not? Yeah, sure.
Were you ever worried, like maybe not if you say the second is going all different kinds of ways more than the last one? Were you ever worried about the wide range of styles in the album?
No, I hear the song for what the song is, and at the time, and then I go with it,
Yeah.
I tend then to sort of hear them in different ways, and then I take them those ways. Once they're out there, people, they exist. People can listen to them if they want, or if they want to listen to the other version, they can listen to that. Yeah. But even now, you're going to hear, I think, some of the songs on the last album played in a slightly different way. So, if you like it, I'm good. If not, I'm sorry.
Sure. Special moments for me that night at Utrecht in the small venue was at the end you played the song Writer.
Oh yeah.
And I've never heard it before, but I fell in love instantly with the song.
Okay.
Since then, when it got released, for 2 years now, it's the closing song of my radio show, Vuurland on Studio Brussel.
Wow.
Every Sunday night, it's the closing song.
Great.
What does the song Writer means to you?
Oh, I didn't have a very high opinion of myself when I wrote that song.
No.
And so I feel sorry for everybody who listens to it and goes, yeah, that's me.
Is it the most introspective song of the album?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It was lyrically, I can take quite a while to feel like a song's finished. That song took about as long as it did to record. It took the length of the song to write it, pretty much. So, and that's very rare. So I obviously had something that I had to get out of my system. And
did you think about it, or to put it on the record, or was it a no-brainer to put it on?
No, I felt like it summed up the emotion of it, and it felt a nice song, a nice way to end. And hopefully I won't be.
It is really
those kind
emotional.
Of songs
I think I cried a lot with the song already. So if you feel like playing the song somewhere in the set, you can always do. You're always welcome to do it. But I think you're gonna play maybe some other songs.
Well, we'll see. Maybe if we got some extra time at the end.
Maybe, yeah.
I can leave everybody in tears into the festival.
Yeah. Your last album before Last Night in the Bittersweet came out in 2014, Caustic Love. Iron Sky is on that record. Our listeners at Studio Brussel, they love the song.
Great.
It was voted into our list of the best songs of all time at 35, number 35 of all time.
Only 35?
Yeah. It's a quite new song. The other songs are like Led Zeppelin, Fleetwood Mac.
I'm happy with that, man.
Yeah. When you wrote it, did you feel it had that potential to be that timeless?
Not at all. You don't have a clue. I knew that. Unfortunately, there's always something that you can apply the lyric to, and I think there will always be people now. I've had calls from people who feel like it's written about what's going on now and certain parts of the world, and that's one of those ones you think of. Unfortunately, you can apply it to a lot of different things, and that will be the way. But no, look, we just made the song. We were happy enough to get the approval of the Chaplin family.
Was it difficult to get the approval?
It was difficult until we actually got to speak to them directly.
Oh, really?
When it was just invisible people on emails, it was impossible. It was near impossible. Yeah. And then when we actually had a conversation with the family, they were amazing, and we've had a great relationship with them ever since, and they constantly come to the shows, and
wow,
I'll be forever grateful of that.
That's cool. I sent you emails to play writer, but you didn't answer, so now I ask you. No. That's not true.
I never saw them, I promise.
Last one, because we're sweating and you still have to play some songs. But many artists, they evolve over time, and sometimes they find their older work doesn't represent them anymore. You still play a lot of older songs like New Shoes, Candy, Scream, and
Sure.
I love it. I think they love it.
Sure.
Have you ever thought about not performing these songs anymore?
I mean, yeah, I have.
Yeah?
I mean, for instance, New Shoes, that was a song, it took me a long time to get to a place where I was like, okay, I could play this now. And because I found a way of playing it that I enjoyed. The last thing you want to see is to pay money to come and see me out there not having a good time and not wanting to be there. And there's an interesting thing, you know, like you know, what do people want? There's something people do now more than often is they'll just stand and shout the song they want to hear until they think you're going to play it.
Yeah.
And then when you do play it, they just stand and film it and talk to a friend all the time. So it's crazy, you know, but I think maybe when it gets to a point where I'm making some kind of record that's maybe more conceptual and has a very distinct atmosphere, then it's going to be hard to throw pencil full of lead in the middle of it, you know. But while we're doing these kind of shows, I want to try and I want to make it as inclusive as I can, you know, for everybody. Because, like I said, I appreciate the time and the money and the effort that you make to come and see the show. So
That's
I
great
hope
to hear.
you hear what you want to hear. I hope.
And right now I saw people take off their shoes when New Shoes is playing.
I'm
so
waiting for a Doc Martin to hit me. It's not happened yet,
Yeah.
thankfully.
Okay, Paolo, we're
don't get
sweating.
any ideas.
We're sweating a lot. Like I'm sweating the same, but I chose the right color.
Yeah,
I
did.
Let's listen to some songs. We'd love to. Huge thanks for being here, having a chat. Give him a round of applause. Paolo. Nutini.